You see, SteamOS is just for Switch kiddies, people who want to switch. And he was like, the Windows handheld game are for PC users, people who really need to like get in there and customize things. And I didn't have words for that. I just kind of sit there. Like I was perplexed in the medieval sense. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. Where's our damn glow sticks? Damn it, I'm Vin. That's Jordan. Over there is Sandro, and together with you, Shadow Dynamic, helping us for Cocaine Voltron, baby. You know it, you love it. What's going on? Stick around. Everything is going crazy, man, because yesterday, as Jordan said earlier in the live show yesterday, when we last did the show, in our brains, because that's how it operates on fucking Saturdays.
It's basically been a day, right?
Yeah,
24 hours.
Yeah, like 24 hours ago, we had a discussion at the pre super shows of like, yeah, we got green screens. We should get those out next week. Like, sure, whatever. Yeah. We haven't said a word about it all week, and so we were both in our own, like, you know, you do that kind of like, fuck, right? So we're gonna put that up. Well, yeah, we got green screens.
Green screens.
Yeah. No, I don't know for how long.
God intended.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not keeping this one up forever. This is real inconvenient to just keep here.
I mean, you were attacking the Busey, punishing him.
Listen, he tried to eat me. I was just merely defending myself.
Poor Busey.
That will stand up in a court of law or else.
It was like Busey's fallen. Oh man, It was terrifying. So, gentlemen, I want to ask you a question, man. You both play video games, right?
Occasionally.
Never heard of them. You're familiar with the concept. I'm sure everybody at home is too. And maybe you've run into this. I've been powering through. You'll hear me talk about it because I'm going to finish this game. I'm rolling credits on Quantum Break. ... Eventually, a Remedy game, the makers of Alan Wake and the good game, Control.
Max Payne. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm down with this. But Quantum Break is getting on in years, you know, it's not quite a decade old, but it's a couple of years back. And I've run into this to where the pre-rendered cutscenes look worse than the graphical fidelity I'm able to run the game at now. And is there a name
those
for that?
720p videos? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the 30 FPS, and like, no, I mean, I'm able to jack up, you know, with my vintage 3060 to a point to where it is noticeably better looking when it goes back to and it's Remedy. So not only is there just straight up live action, like we're going to film a TV episode and you're watching it in this game. Then there's pre-rendered cutscenes of that. Then there's still in-engine cutscenes. So, yeah.
They're covering their bases.
If you know a word for that, if you've run into that, you're like, weird times, man. Weird times to see that. Oh, yeah. Good news, everybody. Reminder, Discord updated like Monday or Tuesday. Everybody hated it, and you've already forgotten about it. There you go.
I turned on darker mode.
Darker mode? Oh, dude. Yeah. All right, so we all went goth mode on that, huh?
Yeah, well, it's like, oh, we can go one step darker, and immediately like, this is kind of weird. It's gonna, and by now I'm adjusted to it. So
okay, well, me and Joel were talking about that. I actually went like goth light, that kind of like closer back to where it was, because I tried that perpetual darkness mode, and I'm like, nah, I'm all right with that. So, couple of things I've been playing around with, man. I got a new capture card that is in this box. Where it was. It's actually in Jordan's PC, which it's not Jordan's PC right now.
What?
Jordan's on ARM this week. You're on a Rosda 5 ITX Plus with this capture card in it. Why? Well,
that explains the indigestion.
Yeah. This is not your grandpappy's HDMI capture card. It's dual HDMI, but it's an M.2 capture card.
Fancy.
Weird.
They're just kind of like slots in.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's
like
a by 4 PCI Express. Well, yeah, stick around to interfacinglinux.com. We're going to be working on that, showing you not only, you're like, wait a minute, it's working on ARM. And I'm like, some engineering took place because let's just say there's drivers for a Jetson ARM device that can be shoehorned into the kind of work.
Let's just say there might be some VGA involved, some patch cables.
Isn't that right, Pokemon? Pikachu. Scarred Pikachu.
Scarred Pikachu? Let's pull
How's that
up
gonna
and
look?
see.
Oh, God. That's
Oh
horrifying.
my god.
I like how Brock's leg is still plainly visible.
Yeah, man. All right. What's new with you, Sandrew? Heard you little celebrations in order, I guess.
Yeah. I'm officially gonna be a grandfather for the first time as of October
Just sort of
this
clear,
year.
not grandfathered.
No, not grandfathered.
Just
A
grandfather.
grandfather. I will become a grandfather as of October this year.
I have become grandfather,
Look
destroyer
at
of
me.
worlds.
Every grandfather now.
Back in my day, listen, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
He's just going to be all... next week, he's going to be like, kill me, Billy. I don't want to live anymore.
Kill me, Billy.
How about you, Mixmaster Cwang?
Speaking of Mixmaster, yeah, I picked up a fucking MIDI controller because... Yeah. I still have to figure out how to fucking use this thing. I look forward to... The kid beat me to figuring out Funky Town, so I got to get him to show it to me.
Oh, yeah, right. You know what? Good culture if you're going like right to Funky Town with that.
Well, this is like he's playing the music. I'm like, I'm glad you figured out the tune to Funky Town, Towley. And he's like, oh, that's what that is. So,
You just take it away from me like that.
Bringing it down to Funky Town.
threw a towel at him.
What do you got?
Yeah, smoke some weed. Yeah, yeah. No, but it was just a week of going into the office. So
Oh, you have to go into
man.
the office.
yeah, for 3 whole days, I had to
My
commute with the tuberculars in the subway. I finished my book, so that's good.
All right.
Start the Tombs of Atuin by Ursula K. Le Guin.
Is it good?
Yeah, give it a solid 8. It's short. I'm working on the last one in the original Earthsea series now.
All right.
So we'll find out in a year once I ride enough subways to like actually finish it.
Yeah, I'm in the look. I'm looking for like a new, like elongated audiobook series, and I don't know what to do right now. I don't know. I'll find something, man. I'll find something.
Try Michael Moorcock's The Eternal Champion series.
What's it about?
It's about a dude who keeps reincarnating in like a bunch of different like things. It's kind of hard to explain because there's like 5 different characters and they're all kind of like the same guy, but they're not because it's like different incarnations of it. But like,
there a horse?
Yes, there is. But sometimes it's a limousine, and sometimes it's a spaceship, and sometimes it's the Steam.
Hey, look at that. We did
HP,
it.
oh man.
Oh, shit. How about that? Oh, man. HP. You might remember HP. Hewlett-Packard. They make printers. Or they made printers? Maybe they still make printers. HP, you still making printers? Give me a call. Oh, man, Van will talk to you.
Write him a letter, print it out, and fax it to him.
Where in the world is the HP gaming handheld is something no one has ever fucking said, but XDA decided, fuck it, we're powering our way through it anyway. And during an interview, this is like a weirdly written article. Joe Tan, Senior VP of Gaming Solutions at HP, because that's a position at HP, said the following. If I'm buying a handheld, I want a very simple setup. The minute I turn on my handheld, it will remember the last game I played. In the Windows environment, it doesn't. Kind of just saying the obvious part out louder that a lot of people have figured out. That said, further in the interview, she was like, hey, man, I wouldn't be opposed if we did something like SteamOS in the future and all that. And I think it's really good to see like these companies kind of want some of that tech sauce all over them, which I'm pretty happy to see that. Now, if we're going to get an HP, Steam Deck, a handheld gaming device from HP, Jordan, can we just get like, I was thinking maybe a Packard Bell Steam Deck, but then I remembered, dude, there's cow decks, the Gateway deck, the Gateway 2000 deck.
Is that HP though? I thought that was Walmart. You might get yourself a nice compact handheld. I don't know.
The fuck
Little-
I'm
little-
talking about Gateway, the cow.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like,
All right.
isn't that's not?
No, that was independent company. Had nothing to do with Walmart.
No, I think Walmart owns them now.
Oh,
what I'm saying.
now.
Yeah,
oh,
now-
so you're
now-
saying
now
there's
it
a
is.
chance, is what you're saying.
quite possibly. But yeah, I don't know. It makes sense, right? Like the Windows handheld experience. They've been working on it for a while. It is less than desirable. I mean, it's not crap. We have the next story that basically proves everything that we've been saying all along, 100% with no subtleties whatsoever, right?
Well, before they've had like 2 updates to this. Like there's like, hey everybody, this is XDA. I'm XDA, the website talking right now. I was like, let's be clear, some people have taken this article a bit out of context because that's how you fucking framed it.
Yeah.
Exactly how you fucking framed it. And it's to the point where like HP had to come and make a statement like, we're focused on delivering the best personalized gaming experience. So please, Windows, don't strike us down from above and shit like that.
Yeah, we're still making gaming laptops. We're still making gaming PCs. Just not handhelds.
And the CDVP, she's like, I don't want to become a system integrator, which is fair. It's like, I just don't want to slap Windows on something and ship it out of the door. I want to make it a complete experience, which I'm a champion of. I like glitchy Jordan. I'm working on it.
It's so glitchy.
No, I mean, you knocked over Boosie, man. So I had to like.
I did. It was a lot of unwarranted violence.
There you go. You should be good.
But
now.
again, he tried to bite me. Yeah, but no, I agree. Like a lot of these, like the 1X sugars and like a lot of these INEOs, they don't exist because they're like super well thought out and planned products. They're just like, there's clearly a niche that demands to be filled. Let's just like put stuff out and fill it, right? Like.
Here, Sandy, pretend to be a wall. Yeah, I'm INEO. I'm just throwing shit at a wall. Eventually, somebody will buy some of them.
Someone has to, right?
Yeah.
I'm scared of your fucking walls, if that's what your walls look like, Grandy. It's genuinely terrifying.
His wall just looks like a human face stretched out onto just the wall. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, a little vase going on.
Listen, if people aren't coming here,
is it a young woman or an old woman?
Yes,
it's all wall, dude.
It's all wall.
ROG Allies.
Oh yes. This next one comes from WCCF Tech. Links to all this stuff in our show notes. But the ROG Ally X. Oh shit, son,
we're in. I forgot that one. Hey.
Oopsie poopsie. Yeah. The ROG Ally X. It performs pretty well. A lot more favorably than the Steam Deck when running SteamOS.
That's cheating.
Yes. I know, isn't it? Well, so some folks here were doing some at ETA Prime. We're doing some benchmarking, and the moral of the story here is that hey, a new APU with an RDNA 3 GPU strapped onto it with will perform better than the older RDNA 2 card. It's still like 10 to 20% performance boost compared to the deck. Like operating at the same TDP, which is nothing to sneeze at. And yeah, that's. I mean, the 20% delta came out of Cyberpunk. Other games like Monster Hunter Wild and Shadow of Tomb Raider got closer to like 10-11%. But it really does show you that like serious performance-minded gamers should be using Linux, at least on their handhelds, because that's where the performance really is. Yeah. I don't know. Do they have the Windows numbers on here as well? I don't recall.
I don't know, man. Maybe?
No, they don't. That's fine. This is Linux Gamecast, not Windows Gamecast. No one gives a shit about
come on,
that.
man. Wait, hang on. We can turn this into Windows Gaming if I can get these comments to load, damn it. we need these comments.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't they loading? I'm going to disable ad blocking on this site. Heaven help me.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty consistent with like a generational increase, and I don't know. There's some stuff happening that we're going to be talking about later that may further push the envelope, at least in these sort of in this handheld bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see that there is improvement to be had, and with like the Lenovo Legion and some of the other ones coming out as well.
I'm blown away. I'm like looking at like script block on this fucking site. It's a.
Are you fighting their website now?
In the history of ever was ever going to be surprised by this article.
Oh.
Like, it was crazy. It's like weird. Better hardware gives better performance on the same platform. It's like, what? I'm shocked.
Well, so the other thing too is like there isn't really an official Steam Deck or SteamOS release for the ROG Ally X. This is using I forget which one I think it is using. Just like Bazite.
I'm pretty sure it was Bazite. It was either Bazite or Hollow.
Either way goes to show you that the generational performance is going to improve. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe you'll be able to play Assassin's Creed Shadows at a smooth 720p 30 on your handheld in the near future.
I don't know. There's so many comments now, dude. I'm looking for like the one that I saw earlier this week. It might be gone, dude. This one dude shows up in the comments. He's like, you see, SteamOS is just for Switch kiddies, people who want to switch. And he was like, the Windows handheld game are for PC users, people who really need to like get in there and customize things. And I didn't have words for that. I just kind of sit there. Like I was perplexed in the medieval sense by reading that. I'm like, is that what you think?
You just look like one of those like disturbed medieval margin doodles. You're just like,
dumbfounded,
because
dude.
Windows is known for its vast customization. Customability.
Yeah, all you got to just download all those DLLs from that sketchy website.
Yeah, exactly.
Windows
Those sketchy websites.
Did you see the Windows update that came out that was announced this morning or last night? The latest build of Windows. They're getting rid of like this one simple trick to prevent you from having to log in and create an account in order to install Windows.
So no offline mode anymore. You can't just do like the system accounts. God damn.
Hey, hi. I'm a Microsoft account. I can sell you an enterprise license that'll re-enable it.
Oh yeah, sure.
I know.
You want local admin? Too fucking bad.
Too fucking bad.
Plug that shit in,
as your admin now.
Oh boy, Sandy
gets your hands full, right?
Yeah. Man. Can you use both your hands, or do you just use your good hook?
I'd like to say I'm pretty ambidextrous, you know. Right. But this is probably the best game that you can work on your ambidextrous skills. It's called Ambidextro. Have you ever wanted to play a multiplayer game, but as a single player?
Thankfully, you didn't say give a wizard a hand job. I was scared there. For a minute.
Give a wizard a hand job.
Actually, according to that book I was reading, that'll make them lose their powers.
You control two different wizards. One with obviously with a gamepad. So with the left thumbstick, you're controlling one wizard, and the right thumbstick, you're controlling the other wizard. They definitely cater this game towards people with game controllers or gamepads. So it's definitely a neat concept in which I'm definitely in for. Like I like seeing like little innovations like this. Just a little.
Yes, Jordan, I can lie to myself and say I could do this if I wanted to.
I'm not even lying to myself at all. I know for a fact that I cannot fucking do any of this shit. Yeah, platforming is already hard enough for me on like my dominant hand, let alone doing both dominant and non-dominant at the same fucking time. I mean, yeah, if you want to engage in like the multi-track wizard drifting, this is how you do it, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of here for this. Apparently, okay. So, audio listeners, if you're wondering, like the goal here is to touch ones. No, you got wizard on the left, wizard on the right, somewhere in between. They need to touch their wands together, and you go to the next level. There's 100 levels to go through, and I want to know how the controls are handled, though. Like keyboard makes sense logically, we know this, left hand. Mm-hmm. But like with the controller, Sandy, how do you think that's handled? Do you like?
I think up is jump.
So essentially, with these, obviously controlling.
Sandy, you're gonna have to hold up a controller. You're just holding your hands up there.
Yeah. That's the way. Yeah, I know because I blend in. Yeah. I blend. And then
Snake.
The D-pad actually acts as the same as the controls over here, the buttons over here.
All right. So
actually, I was thinking maybe trigger also works better for jump.
Trigger might. What part of the controller do you think will hit the wall first?
All of it.
The left hand side, because I'm going to throw with my dominant hand.
Okay, all right.
Not with the non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
This really, like, if you're looking for like some brain meat visuals, like think like some old school Meat Boy with a CRT filter on it, and it's rocking that. And I think a lot like Meat Boy. It's something I'd definitely pick up, fuck around for like 30 minutes, and realize like, no, it would be a mixture.
Not good enough.
Nah, dude, it'd be like 9 years later. I was like 9 years later. I'm like, oh right, Meat Boy. I remember playing that, and like I was good after about 30 minutes on that. However, I got some bad news. I got some bad news in these system requirements, man. Check us out. Linux distributions released after 2016. Most of us are good on that. However, achievements currently not working on some distros like Debian and Ubuntu. That's a chunk of them. So
how?
I don't know. It's SUSE, Arch,
Fedora, yeah.
Fedora, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Garuda Linux.
Pop OS.
No, that's Ubuntu based.
Which is
Not
Debian
happening.
based.
No, yeah, no Linux Mint.
Yeah. No Mint.
No, man.
How are you gonna get your wizard docking achievements? I guess you have no choice but to install Windows.
Well, I mean, they bring up the page, and it's like $7 too. Like, it's not bad. Like, hopefully you can disable the hipster CRT shader to cover up the program art, because it's just a good pixel looking game. It's not fugly by any stretch of the imagination. And like, it has what it needs to like convey what you're trying to do. But like, this just had some online multiplayer, dude. Because the challenge would still be there if we were trying to, one dock.
Oh, I think
It just
it also
adds
might
more
work.
wizards just to make it more confusing.
Yeah.
No, I think it would also work if you did like the Punch Out style multiplayer, where you have like one person on one side of the controller and the other person on the other side of the controller, and you gotta like physically share the same one.
Jordan's over here trying to wreck homes and households.
I am. Listen,
Exactly.
I'm trying to give SGDQ some ideas. Okay,
All right.
they need to get some donations.
I got an
Ben,
idea. Yeah.
Speaking
Hi.
of magical realities,
Shut your whore mouth. You mean absolute facts, baby. Hollow Knight Silksong gets encouraging updates, because that's really all we got, man. So, people were creeping on the Steam DB, looking at the data bits and all the changes. And this all started with a copyright update. Like, first time it had a copyright, like a legit across the board one in like 5 or 6 years. Then they've added support for GeForce Now. And if you do remember, years and years ago when there was that GeForce Now like imaginary leak, Silksong was on there. So, and finally they added support for Steam Family. Jordan, now how excited are you?
it's all about family, right? Vin
It's all
Diesel
about it.
approves.
Well, here's the thing, man.
All about family.
I'm seeing this and I'm putting my tea leaves together. If you don't know about Silksong, man, what's wrong with you? It's Hollow Knight Part 2. And we've been waiting on it for a long, long time. And like any news is good news. Now, why did I even put this in the show? Well, I rolled the dice on it. I rolled the what happened? Nintendo Direct. I watched a fuck-mothering Nintendo Direct this week. Why?
Oh my
Because these mini depot changes, I'm like, y'all up to something. Are we about to get the Silksong announcement? I wanted to see it. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be like, can't wait for it. Nothing. Now, fortunately, like 15 minutes in, or like 10 minutes in Nintendo Direct, they're like, this is just for Switch 1. Switch 2 is next week. And I'm like, thanks, bye, click. No, it was done because I knew it wasn't going to get announced on this one. Well, maybe next week. Maybe next week, because Nintendo's going to need some heavy hitters for the Switch 2 is the current lie I'm telling myself, because y'all just going to buy the damn things. They're going to sell out, even though Nintendo's like, we have 400,000 of them. Like, they're gone day one.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my clown nose and my wig.
Those children need to play their Pokemons and their Mario Brothers.
Those children, yeah.
Watch
Yeah,
they
the-
release it with zero
the-
games.
The man
It's just
children.
the hardware.
So the other thing, there's another leaker referenced in this article. They say, I guess they guess that they're saying July 2025 at the absolute latest. I've heard that one before.
Yeah, Microsoft announcement. Like, do you guys remember that 3 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 years ago, they like showed off
all of them will
Silksong.
be available January 2021 or some shit.
And
Yeah.
I was fucking pleased for like half a year, and I'm like, it's coming. Here we go.
Yeah, here
I'm going to be playing it. And Deep Chair was like, nah.
nah, dog.
Now,
No, it would see. Then again, this furthers my tea leaf reading of like, well, they've already pissed off Microsoft, so this is not going to be a launch title for the Xbox.
are they going to try and piss off Nintendo to get the trifecta?
I will guess.
Come crawling back to Sony?
100%.
I don't know, man. Sandy, you ever play Silksong?
Not
Or
Silk
not-
Song.
Hollow Knight? You play Hollow Knight?
It's like, have you
Hollow
played
Knight.
Silksong? Are you holding out on me? You gotta tell me.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
Have you
don't-
been hiding something from me, boy?
just you got to catch them up. You never know who might have like secret access to it. Like,
Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta throw a curveball.
I'm checking out, getting some petrol, and I'm like, hey man, what do you think of Silksong? You like it so far?
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, I
sir,
got
you need to leave the building. I'm like,
We got him. We got him.
Yeah.
He's got it confirmed.
I don't know, man. I thought Crowsworn would be out. I say this all the time. If Silksong comes out before Crowsworn, I'm just all right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's going to be hard too, because it's like, Crowsworn comes out. It's like, yes, the Hollow Knight 1 game that just came out after the Hollow Knight 2 game. That's going to be a hard step back. Yeah.
I'll go through a lot of Silksong. Like I'll make some time. I might play it like on Mondays or some shit, dude. Like in the morning or something like that. I'll stream a little bit of that. But yeah, Hollow Knight is like one of those rare games where I have like 50 plus hours.
Nice.
Like
when they hook you, right? Like
they do, man. And it's a game that I've been able to come back to over the I like that was just my jam. So keep your pinky toes crossed for your Switch 2 release, and it'll be Switch 2 exclusive. Then I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go to the one place that is not corrupted by bugs and bug corruption. Space.
Oh, I got a little bit of a story for it. Somebody hit me up on Mastodon. Like, I didn't know I could get private messages on Mastodon. I need to cut that off. And Hendrik, the gentleman behind doing most of this work, is also a theoretical physicist.
Oh, neat.
Like legit. Like, I creeped on him a little bit because you move your mouse over and like, who the fuck sending me a private message?
How dare you talk to me?
And no, that's cool, man. With stuff like that, that's fine. It's it's the private messages are like, hello, I like the sound of your phone. I'm like, nope, go away.
Let me touch your skin.
Yes.
But anyways, Race into Space 2.0. It's out. So a little bit of background. In 1993, Strategic Visions. It's tragic. I don't know. I'm going to keep that in there. Strategic Visions released a digital version of the board game Liftoff, which is a strategy game about the space race where players take on the role of the U.S. or the Soviet Union. Try to get a man into space. In 2025, someone finally added multiplayer to this game so that you can play this with more than one person.
Finally.
I know. But this is the 2.0 release. There is quite a bit of changes in the changelog here. Basically, a complete rewrite in CSS,
Jordan,
a bunch of bug fixes.
That was like some motion video in there.
Oh yeah,
like 144p.
Highly interlaced.
Oh
yeah.
god, yeah.
It's just mostly interlaced. It's not even not even like parsable video. But yeah, complete rewrite in C++. They completely ditched CVS for Git. There's a bunch of fixes, optimizations, and fixing of historical accuracies, whatever that means. I wonder what kind of historical fanfic is now in this game being presented as fact. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Is like,
isn't this where we're at? Is this society? We're like, we've corrected history. Like, which one? So, what would you sneak in there? Is Voltron in this timeline? Like, I don't know, man. Come on, you can visit R&D facility. This is like DOS.
This looks like a DOS game, yeah.
Yeah, early like 92. Yeah, somewhere in there, man.
It definitely gives me that, what was that submarine game that was like, it was also a DOS game. It's got like the same color palettes as that.
DOS boot.
DOS boot. Or the original Civ. This definitely looks like similar to the original Civ.
I could see that, man. And, to me, I've never played the game. I didn't get a chance to like fuck around with it, and it doesn't look like my type of jam. It could be the best game in the world. It looks like it's a mixture of like Football Manager, like Football Manager, and like with like some Kerbal Space Program thrown into it. And,
well, it is a board game, so I have to imagine that a lot of this is just like representation of like stuff that would be like draw a card,
right?
Roll some dice,
recruitment,
yeah.
And maybe a dash of Papers, Please.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping
Mr.
to get like
Knight.
the Mike Truck Sleeve McDykel like fake NES baseball game names.
Oh man,
for the astronauts, Bobson Dugnut, that kind of shit.
This is wild, man. Game preservation. When people get like some weird ass favorite games, dude, and they're like, we're gonna make this thing last forever.
Well, there's that old Stan Lee adage: every comic book is someone's first, and I think like sort of piggybacking on that, like every game is someone's favorite, right? Yeah. It hit you at that right time in the right place. Maybe it was the one game you had during like a very hard time in your life.
Have we done recently can you remember the first PC game you ever played?
Buck Rogers.
Math Blaster.
Math Blaster.
It was definitely Buck Rogers for me.
Oh man, mine was on an Apple II. So we're counting that, computer game.
The first one I can like legit remember the title of. Yeah, Math Blaster.
Okay. Did you ever play Glider?
No.
Probably before your time.
Was that the side scroller where you had to like?
It was a little paper airplane, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Basically, Flappy Bird.
That kinda. You could probably like draw those lines together. No, the one I think it was Karate, where it was like
Karateka.
Might have been. If I looked it up, it'd be like, oh yeah, it's that one. It was kind of wild, man. That's like my earliest memory of playing a game. If we don't count Turtle, Turtle was more of a learning triangle than a game. But yeah,
good old learning triangles.
Learning triangles, man. Dude, you want to talk about like something I'm legitimately jealous of? It's like technical education these days. Like, when I started, even like 12, 13 years ago, I was like, yes, I'm taking, on front end web dev and like secondary school. And I'm like, I hate all of you.
Yeah,
these curriculums didn't even exist when I was in uni, much less.
The children are getting like Raspberries and shit now. They're like, make some Minecraft mods in your school class.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the head start you would have if you would have just like started learning, software development in general, like at 10?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Also that would have been like that would have been what, 1998. There's still time. These days the market's flooded. So
yeah.
Just to have those resources, man. You guys, you don't know how good you gotta get off our lawns. Yeah.
At least I didn't have to learn programming in Pascal. I dodged that one.
Right.
Turbo Pascal.
Internet, man. Internet. So this is not Turbo. This is
no one knows what the fuck is going on, really.
So yeah, it's Intel, so yeah, fair.
Yeah. This is from WCCF Tech again. Links to all this in our show notes. So supposedly high-end Battlemage GPU with up to 24 gigabytes of memory has been canceled.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now their leaker did specify that the retail product has been killed. This could mean a few things. This could mean that they might pivot to enterprise. This might just mean that they're releasing it later, because as we saw earlier this year, Arrow Lake was canceled, and now those cards are back. So apparently, I don't think Intel knows what the fucking plan is. People are making statements, and we're just gonna see what happens when it happens. Still, it looks like the Battlemage cards are performing reasonably well, especially in mobile. In the mobile space for like laptops and stuff. They're competing pretty favorably with the RDNA 3.5 APUs, which could mean like we're seeing like a lot of improved performance with the ROG Ally X. We might be seeing some better performing Steam Deck type machines that are Intel powered. Right now, we only have the MSI Claw, but it does. But this does have the advantage of it does have an open source driver stack, which Valve can just schloop in and make available.
Man, Intel can eat a bag of Steam Decks, dude.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
no disagreement there.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got my blood up when I saw this, and I'm like, oh, look at that card that you had been able to buy for 4 fucking months.
Yeah.
The one
Remember that card you wanted?
Remember that $250 card that instantly sold out and you never restocked, and the only people that have them are the AIB partners that are charging $400 for the $250 card?
Yeah.
Get wrecked. Now, what Jordan said is all completely true, and this isn't some random leaker either. This is a person with a very established track record of like knowing what the hell they're talking about, unfortunately. However, could Battlemage, introducing fuck the B580, we're coming out with the Battlemage 5091. Again,
Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA all just have to like standardize on one version scheme and just make it impossible to tell what fucking video card you have.
No, it's the Intel 5091 AI Kaby Lake Zen. Yeah.
Yes.
You know it's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen.
No, you also need like an old scientist name in there too in order for the NVIDIA stuff.
Oh,
you need
God.
like you need like a Heisenberg in there or something.
Yeah.
That could be announced Monday, and I would go, yeah. Why? Because it's Intel, and it's the way Intel handled even Battlemage communication. Like right up until the launch, there was no official communication from Thumb. Peter, like the person who should have been out there, like, hey, it was like the month of Battlemage. So I wouldn't blink an eye if like this was just completely wrong. They decided to go forward with it, or if it's been canned, and it has been canned since months and months and months ago. But I fear that this just tracks perfectly with the complete lack of what I was talking about, $250 Battlemages. You know, a card that they made at the perfect time too, right when NVIDIA came out and they're like, fuck you, pay us. Here's our new crazy welcome to the brave new world. No mid-range whatsoever. NVIDIA's like, we're only doing high-end, baby. Mid-range cards, those start at $800 now. Get wrecked. And AMD was like, fuck y'all,
$700,
but slightly less. Yeah, right? And Intel was like, we got a pretty okay mid-range from last gen for like $250 with this Battlemage. Poof, gone. Everybody bought them. Like instantaneously gone. Why wouldn't you run with that? Like, why wouldn't you just turn up like?
Because they want those whales, man. They want those people buying those 24 gig cards for like $699. If they can't charge what AMD's charging, they're gonna charge you hair less.
You got to walk
short-sighted.
You got to walk before you can skip. Like, you know, you got to get the product out there. You got to get some goodwill, and like the absolute worst thing you could do is just be a fucking tease, and that's all this was. Like I've been tracking
that's the problem for next quarter, then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's next quarter issues.
But it's not like they haven't been working on this, you know, probably close to a decade now. You know, they've been pouring untold amount of money, like coming into the discrete GPU market with this.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make some headway, and if they just drop it and just end up with mobile, wouldn't be the first time that they've abandoned. But there's a market here. If they could, I don't know. We got I think Mr. 10 is the new CEO that was announced last week or this week. And like, he's a nuclear physicist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might be able to help with the overheating issues.
The AMD should have hired him then. Jeez.
I don't know, man. This is just wild.
Rosenbridge.
Yeah, this is just wild. And Intel, what bugs me the most is Intel is just still hell-bent. No matter, like, the CEO was gone, then we got the interim CEOs, now we got this new guy. This entire time, completely radio silent on, like, just letting people know, like, how come you haven't replenished the stock on your new flagship mid-range card? Like, inquiring Vin wants to know. So, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're working on making the memory more upgradable in these video cards.
Maybe.
I don't know, dude. I are disappoint. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna go put 4 gigs on a GTX 970. How about that? Oh yes, a way to update those pesky 3.5 gig 970s. You know that you got laying around. Chuck under the couch. These lads swapped out the 512 megabyte modules with 1 gig chockers. The bonus memory almost doubled superposition benchmark. All they did, they gave it, you know, an extra 4 gigajoules of memory RAM. Superposition, and why are we even paying attention to that? NVIDIA could have gotten so much more life out of these things.
They really, yeah.
If they hadn't just been like clutching the memory and like doing the perfect NVIDIA thing that, you know, to them of like segmenting the market stack, the product stack by memory, because that's how they do these things. And
they made the 16 gig 3060 mistake one time.
Yeah.
But listen, if you've wanted a 970 with 7.5 gigs of memory, you too can go watch the YouTube video. They'll be linked in the show description of like this is, I love seeing people do shit like this. But yeah, it does blow your mind if you go all the way back. When was the 970 released? 2014, right?
2014, almost a decade ago.
Yeah, dude. Like this cock up was bad enough to where people got rebates for buying these things, man.
Yep.
$30 rebate 11 years later. Yeah.
They did. Pedro was so mad at that. I remember.
Oh, man.
And
I remember that too.
The video, it's, oh man, I had the misfortune of watching the auto dub video. It's a pretty horrible listen, but it is still cool to kind of watch them go over the process. They added a bunch of additional capacitors. Like, we don't want this thing to explode, so let's add some shit here. And yeah, they desoldered the 512 modules, loaded on some 1 gig modules, and yeah, 7 gigs for your 970. Who'd have thunk it?
See, I wish I could do that and like have everything just cricket basically, and just low-key sell them on eBay as just regular ones, just to fuck with people that got them.
And it's like, oh man, how reliable is this process too? Like they're very lucky and very, very careful.
No, I just want somebody to have have a weird conversation. It's like, yeah, man, I picked up a 978 gig, and they're like, no, you didn't. Like, yeah, it's right here. Here, check it out.
Yeah, it's like when you pull out your Nintendo PlayStation and just confuse the fuck out of people, right? It's like, no, this is the original PlayStation that Sony made for Nintendo.
I just want to see shit like that into the market at regular price, just to, chaos. Hi.
100%.
That's not real. It absolutely is.
What are you even talking about, your 970M Cyber Steam machine?
Yeah, well, because the Cyber Steam Machine P literally came with a 970M in it.
Oh, it did.
But that's like soldered on the board though. Yeah, I don't know if this
nothing a little new solder can't fix.
Hey, Jordan, I hate to break it to you, so did these.
This is true, but this is a separate piece that you can remove from the rest of the computer proper.
You can only fuck up a little bit of this.
Yeah, it might be a little dicier when you're doing like the all-in-one. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, it's still the card itself.
You could probably sell that Steam machine for like $2,000 or $3,000, dude.
Oh, probably.
Yeah,
probably. But it won't have the same. I
can't put it on a shelf.
It's not going to be the same without it.
It's a reminder of your past bad decisions.
Oh, I didn't even. I got to get back with them. I did the that video I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. The Steam on that Orange Pi.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah, and like that showed up this week on PCGamer.com.
Yeah, they made the rounds on Slashdot too.
Yeah, the day before that it was on Slashdot, then it was on PC Gamer, and then the people at Orange Pi reached back out and they're like,
"You want more stuff?"
Yeah, I've already got like that open invitation. They're like, "Yeah, just I forget the gentleman's name, but I have choice paralysis with them. Like, I don't know." But then I remembered they're getting ready to release their Steam Deck, the Orange Pi Manjaro. I might be getting one of those.
Very nice.
Might be finishing up that playthrough of Hollow Knight accidentally.
Yeah,
it could happen. But we got to worry about keeping stuff like that cool.
Indeed. We were talking about it. We were talking about siphoning earlier.
Yeah, way less zombie guts on this one, man. Noctua's pumpless thermosiphon, released in 2026, maybe possibly. We don't know. And yeah, you're looking at this. You're like, I got one of those in my PC, right? No, you don't. You don't. You got something that looks frighteningly similar to this. This is a bit different. Why? Because there's no pump to fuck off and cause overheating. No, this thing works on straight up Scandinavian witchcraft, baby. That's the whole point of a thermosiphon. It uses a stuff called gravity and convection.
It really sucks.
Yeah. And it uses those that type of moon magic to move around the CPU juice that's trapped inside of it. So you might be thinking, man, look, this is not the first time some of you have heard of a thermosiphon, especially if you have a Threadripper or Epic PC, because you know about the ice giants, right?
The Jotuns?
Yes. Loki. Isn't he one?
Yes.
Jotun.
Yeah.
All yes. Right. Jotunheim.
Jotunheinis.
You can kiss my Jotunheini.
I'm telling you, dude. They have a self-contained thermosiphon. It's like just one ginormous fucking block of nonsense that, again, fits on that big ginormous Threadripper or Epic thing, well, you know, with the mounting brackets and all that. The advantage this has is separating and putting the radiator and some hoses. Points of failure, if you ask me, but it would let you sneak something like this into a regular case without having to have a big EATX case where one of these things might possibly
fits in like the regular liquid cooling slot that a lot of cases have.
Yeah, it looks like a 280 rad, something like that. Yeah. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I'm excited about cooling technology simply because, you know, I've said it multiple times on this show. Like, I thought we would have like something different by this when we started doing the show. I'm like, so 12 years ago, what are we using to cool? I was like, I don't know, lasers and shit. Like, not block of metal with some air blowing through it.
I mean, if you got like a quantum computer, you can do like the laser cooling, but like, I
want to go back to like the bombs, dude. Dude, talk about like something I got like new in box I never opened is I have a Danger Den. I'm old school, old timer, overclocker. And I got one that I used. I've shown it off on the show. It's about 3.5 Freedom units of just milled copper, dude. Big ass block of metal, dude, with like fins cut in it. Let's bring those back, man. Because now we got the mounting hardware for this stuff. We didn't back in the day.
Yeah, this was a bit of a jerry rig thing. Or you got like the air conditioner, the air conditioner running the hose to the fucking PC. You had to figure some shit out. Also, the one thing that got me in this article is that the original source for this was a Japanese article, because Noctua was doing some demos up in Nihon, as it were, and these guys are like, oh well, we tried running it through Google Gemini Translate, and we found some inconsistencies against regular Google Translate, where it'll say, well, where the Noctua guy, we can't decide whether they're saying if or when we're going to release this, as if showing off a tech demo just guarantees or is going to confirm that this thing is ever going to release, period.
Okay, well, you know what I have in the machine powering our audio here in the studio, don't you?
The Corsair all-in-one?
The Corsair all-in-one?
Was it a Corsair one? Or?
No. It's just funny. We bring up like weird bullshit tech demo type stuff. So in this machine over here, which is running digital audio workstation, there is one of these.
Oh, the passive cooler.
Oh, right. So you want to talk about like radically unlikely bullshit Noctua showed off that they were like, really, you fucking made that? I'm going to say,
want to see our latest abomination.
They made this.
they did, but that was more to prove a point that they could make something that isn't brown.
No, bitch, that guy made to win a bet somewhere.
Yeah.
Like me and 4 other people bought one of those things. Why? Because they're wicked expensive. They only work on like a couple of CPUs under certain workloads, and they require the ginormous case, dude.
Right, and you have the actual requirement for like low acoustic noise, so like something like this is actually useful for you as opposed to just a conventional cooler that will work 90% better.
I don't know, man. What type of cooler you got in your PC, Sandy? Do you know? Let me guess, stock cooler.
Yeah. All right. I'm cheap like that.
Hey, man,
I got 5 kids to feed,
shit,
man.
You granddad, man. You got to worry about your grandkids now.
Exactly. I got grandkids to feed.
I got the Dark Rock Be Quiet 4.
All right.
Okay.
Came with the Be Quiet screwdriver that you can just murder someone with. That's the best one.
Okay, you see, this one came with a Noctua screwdriver.
Okay.
And there it is.
All right, it's not a bad screwdriver.
It's one of those specialty bits, so I just taped it to the side of the case because it's only good for that one specialty.
That's where you
bit.
Need it, yeah.
And if I ever need it again, it's just right there on the side of the case.
Oh no, that's what you take the side off and then you put it down. You're like, what the fuck is that screwdriver?
Oh god, I've lost it. Fuck.
That's what happens when fucking Organized Jordan strikes again. He's like, I'm gonna put this here so that I know for a fact that I'll find it later. It's like, it's not the usual place. Where the fuck is it?
The worst is when you it's like a fucking thought crime against yourself. And I did this. Why? Because I had like this chunky Phillips head screwdriver on the upstairs toilet back. That's just where it lived. I don't know how it fucking got there.
Yeah.
But every time I needed it, and I finally was like, I need to go put you up. I still don't know where I put the damn thing.
Yeah, like there's a method to the madness. It's so this thing is there because it's always been there, and now my brain just knows that this is where it is.
That's just like the spatial area for it. Now let's talk about coolers real quick before we switch out for our last little bit. I've always bought aftermarket coolers just growing up because they've always been absolute bits of shit until the first Ryzen.
Yeah, the Wraith, the Spire.
I got one of those, man, because I was like, hang on, let me wait and let me try it, because I knew it was coming to one, and there was a big hubbub about it. And I put it on, like, I ran that shit for like a year and a half, man.
Those are good. The kid is using mine on the 5600G. Yeah, because like I bought the Be Quiet for this guy. I still had the other cooler around. It's like this works. It's better than the stock one that the APU shipped with. So yeah,
right.
And again, it has the latch, the fucking latch, and not the stupid push pins.
Latches, yes.
Well, I mean, the one downside, here's something I don't like. I have the Hyper 212 on the Ryzen 1700, and it doesn't have the latch. It's got the tension screws on the
screw.
Yes, I hate the tension screws.
People, hear me? If you have a vague memory of like tightening those in, go pop that case open and tighten them again. They back themselves up.
Yeah.
They will. I guarantee you. Both of those screws you'll get at least a fucking quarter turn out of it. And like that's mounting pressure you're losing in performance. Like free. Go give yourself a couple of extra megahertz.
It's for free real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Mr. Console himself, one Sandy Martin, is going to take us out of here with a little bit of updates on PlayStation emulation.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What's going to come out
greatest
first?
in PS4 emulation with HDR PS4. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Yeah, so they recently just came out with a crap ton of updates. Probably best that you guys go into detail, but like essentially it's mouse and keyboard support. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff. Android, is still waiting for the latest version. But yeah.
Fuck, whatever. Here's the only thing people care about.
Bloodborne.
There it is. All right. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about PlayStation 4, you talk about emulation, you're like, yeah, get to the Bloodborne thing. There's plenty of PlayStation 4 emulators to choose from, but thanks to bringing Bloodborne to PC, Shad PS4, I guess this is the one that's kind of running Bloodborne right now. Even better than before.
They do have video evidence of that, and it's choppy, but it runs.
Where is the link to the whole video, Birch?
It's one of the Brutal Sam. It's that one.
Brutal. Yeah. Okay, let's go check this out, dude. If it's here we go. Yep, here's Bloodborne right here.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like Last Guardian, man. That runs about as fast as the Team Ico development cycle.
How dare you be accurate?
Listen, I'm just amazed that like we have 3D console emulation at this point in our fucking history. Like this project is 2 years old, and like this shit fucking runs like it's 24 frames a second or whatever. That is, I would have given it 0 frames a second if you asked me what the state of PS4 emulation was.
It's until dawn.
Yeah, they had Bloodborne's near the end, and there's one near the beginning.
Bloodborne's near the end of my ass. I don't see it. Oh,
there it is. you just got it right. But this update also adds FSR support, HDR support, better handling for Unity games. There's some better because there's like shared memory between CPU and GPU on the PS4. Sometimes there's some issues with trying to get access to shared memory. Those are being actively worked on. And again, this is all like under a heavy development. This is version not 7.0. I can't I want to see what 1.0 looks like. I'm curious, like if we can get like Bloodborne running at 720p 30, but like hell, that's better than on the PS4, right? Like
it is, man. I mean, like people go out of their way, man. There is a market for unflashed PS5s that haven't had a BIOS update, and there's a mod to run the PS4 version of that at 60 FPS. I think I got all those bits right because it was a console peasant explaining it to me.
Sure.
Yeah, my eyes kind of glazed. I'm like, that's a lot of trouble. I mean, if you're into that, that's cool, man. But yeah, go back and look at the video. Things are rough right now, but here's what I'm thinking though, man. I don't want to bring up because how long ago was it when the PS4 came out?
Oh man, don't make me look.
Come on, man.
I want to say 2018.
We got a 2018 on the board.
2014.
2014.
20 announced 2013, released end of year 2013 in North America, Australia, and Europe, South America, and Australia in 2014.
So can we say like little as makes no difference a decade, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like, look at the state of like PS3 or like Xbox emulation right now.
Okay,
it's still,
but hear me out, sir. Is that was whatever the fucking IBM chip was, man.
Oh, yeah.
that traumatized an entire generation of console developers. That Power PC bullshit. The big thing about like the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 was an 8-core x86 AMD Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, given a decade, man. I thought we were going to be playing fucking games on PlayStation 4 and Xbox emulators like that Thursday.
Yeah.
I was wrong, man. Like, what? If somebody definitely knows this stuff, like let me know in the comments, dude. Like what's the actual problem?
I also have to wonder, like, if just in terms of like the architectural difference and the fact that, like, you know, these consoles have like pretty static hardware. So a lot of these games, when they're compiled, they're like, yes, these memory regions are guaranteed, and this hardware
Jordan,
is
x86
guaranteed.
is x86. Button is button.
Button is button. It's just a PC, right? It's just a PC.
It's just a PC.
Well, like, look at how long it took for the PS3 emulation to get developed to the point where it's at now, where you're getting a lot of games are running at 40 to 50 frames a second now. In that the PS3 emulation development has been like ongoing. It's still ongoing to this point. They're still trying to get it to 60.
Oh no!
Well, I mean,
they
they don't even
playing
have
God of War at 60.
On
an
more
ARM
specifically,
machine.
They don't have like full coverage, right? Like not every PS3 game works in the same way that like you can boot up ZSNES and like play any Super Nintendo game, right?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, and thanks everybody for leaving me a list of PlayStation 3 games to try.
I remembered to do it.
You did. Because like it took me a minute to remember why the fuck you were leaving a comment on a YouTube video. I'm like, oh, right.
That's like I think that's literally the first comment I've ever left on a YouTube video too. Yeah. So
I had to work that back. Thanks everybody for dropping some suggestions in there. I got them written down. We'll get to that. Yeah, there you go. So go play around with Shad PS4 if you get a chance. It works on Linux. It works on things that are not Linux.
Who cares about those?
Yeah, I don't know. Some people do, man.
Nobody. Nobody who counts.
We talked about it on Wednesday, dude. Haiku has got Vulkan drivers for NVIDIA now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
With the GSP firmware, right? Like now,
the GSP and the NVK stuff from Collabra.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Collabra left a really nice message on my Orion 06 video.
Oh,
they were like, "Hey, we got one too. We enjoyed watching your video." I'm like, "Oh my god, you're so cool! I love the work that you're doing." 35 minutes.
Yeah, you want to come on my podcast? Yeah. You want to come to my podcast and play Golden Axe?
I was like, and I'm not even going to give you a hard time for your YouTube video being on a fucking mobile phone shaky cam bullshit.
Yeah, they're busy doing actual development work. So
love to see it. Hey, if you want to see us and you want to love to see us, you want to continue to do that, become one of our patrons. Head over to the support tab, patreon.com/Linux Gamecast. Get you a live and uncut version of the show. Get you a commercial-free Patreon exclusive version where you don't have to worry about that pesky YouTube. You can just download it. You can watch it right there on the website. Save it. Higher quality audio, higher quality video, access to our super secret Discord, show notes, and more. Pick your tier. Come say hi. The other 6 days of the week that we're up to this nonsense. And of course, we got LibrePay, PayPal, and Magic Internet Money alike. We got Amazon affiliate links. We got a store. So, you know, if you want to like sport our Obey shirt, which is nice, behind this totally not green screen. I painted this mural earlier today. We got stickers and other.
You didn't ventilate the room either, so it's just full of paint fumes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually on the couch right now, dude. Yeah. Like drooling a little bit.
I'm not even in the studio, man.
Yeah, this podcast doesn't even fucking exist. You all are hallucinations.
Oh my god, that would hit different if you're like, what? And you like look at the clock and you're like, what?
4 a.m. What the hell?
Hey man, Thanks for letting us do this show. We appreciate you. Get your name in the credits. And everybody who is currently backing it, thank you so much. That's awesome. And everybody's got wish lists and stuff like that. If you want to pick us up something, we'll be happy to read out a little note. All those fun bits. And yeah, everybody, like, Tech Matt, I don't know if I shouted you out. Tech Matt became a patron. I think a couple of weeks ago. Thanks, man. And who did we get this week for our more than 2 years?
Don M, I believe.
Don M. Yeah. Our brains refuse to collectively go over 2 years on digits,
on math.
Yeah,
on multiples of 12.
We had engineering problems to get solved. We couldn't be focused with all that crazy nonsense. Yeah, man. And yeah, everybody sharing the show every week. That's great, man. It's brilliant. Love it. All right. Is that it? We did good. Yeah, we did all right.
We made it.
Did it.
Yeah. I didn't get eaten by Gary Busey yet. Gotta dodge.
You know what?
Yeah, Jordan's on the high Buseys.
I'm jealous of Jordan's green screen is more in the spirit of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine look like I said. That looks way too good for us. But by powers combined.
OBS baby.
Yeah. And everyone wish our latest grandpa a big thanks for.
Well,
Sandy.
Hold on. Is it Grandy now? Because it's Grandpa Sandy.
Grandy. It is
Grandy.
now,
Oh my
bitch.
god! No, god damn it!
Grandy Martin.
No.
Granny got us over here.
Back in my day, we used to pull our pants up both street at a time, uphill both ways.
There, now it's unregistered Grandy Cam. Eat a dick.
Grandy.
Yeah. Oh no! No.
Grandy Cam for Mongo.
Grandy Cam, baby.
Cam for Mongo.
Grandy Cam for Mongo.
I hate you all. All right.
And yet we keep coming back every
Let's
week.
cue the music, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get in touch with us, man, you know what? You want to check out the show? You never made it live. We do at 8 p.m. right here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Linux Gamecast. Get in touch with me. I'm on all the social medias. I'm at Vin. There'll be links to our social profiles on the YouTube video description, probably on the web zone with the podcast and all the other places we might be haunting.
I'm Jordan. I am trapped in a whirlwind romance with Gary Busey. You can follow our love at first bite on Blue Sky at Frojo at bsky.app or at Frojo at mass.linuxgamecast.com.
And I'm a 41-year-old grandpa. My name is Sandy Martin, and you can find me on Mastodon at Altamore at mass.linuxgamecast.com. Oh my god!
Take your pills, old man. Your memory's going.
Bitch, I'm old enough to be like, I wish I was still 41.
Kill me, boy.
Time for some credits. That's all.
Dot.
I just knew it was going to be that type of show tonight. Yeah.
All the budget went to the green screen. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm still mad about last week. I had a good joke.
We gotta thank our Theron, our advisor, executive producers 1, 2, 3, 4, Ian Kurducky, drummer, the Targos, Bob Remp, Scott, Atomic, and our Little Nicky fans, Eggy, Basil, Empty, and Casey.
Sea Monsters, John, Dirty Dean, Angle, Demento System, RL, Redirex Machina, Namahu, Veritude, Truggy Mike, and of course, Kajo Rai.
Got so many death
Redis.
notes like Redis.
Mark J. Terra Oil.
Take those chair legs out. Knock him out. Come on, let's see him. Like Lord
Oh my
Becca.
god.
Tim,
Becca,
Euthanasia, Blasphemia,
Euthanasia, fucking
Oxford Coma, Mr. Amish, Lutris, Dancing
Get your
Joe,
damn self and
Improv.
Shotty. Yeah.
Peace with.
Pay to win. Pay to win.
There we go,
Pay
baby.
to
That's how
win.
we do stuff here, man. Isn't that right?
Hells yeah.
Thumbtacks, nickel. These are nickel thumbtacks. I just realized that. Yeah.
What do
They're
you
not-
think,
they're
Shock
not made of high
Pikachu?
quality
Oh wait,
lead.
hang on. We can do better.
There it goes.
I don't know. It's
Too
absolute
much light.
terrification. It's been a fun ride, everybody. We will see you next week. Until then, go get a green screen and dial that shit around. And most importantly, Dynify.
Bye-bye.
The Busey doesn't stop. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, Busey can't stop. Busey won't stop.
Can't stop.
5 dudes.